This one might be good. Lane 16 needs fixed. Check log. Call was elevator jam and nothing is jammed. Please check. Okay. So that plus this project. This is a backup server computer for our laser tag arena, so that we have some redundancy. If one computer fails, we just plug the power plug into this guy and we're back up and running with minimal downtime. This got sent out for repair. It made it all the way to Australia and back. The rest of the workbench is clear. That's good. We had a gantry here for our fun zone claw, the one that burnt the motor up twice. Good. The guys got that back up and out into the cabinet. I am still waiting to hear back from anybody at Calcomat or their parts retailer if this piece can be replaced. Hopefully we can, because I don't want to buy the whole thing at, $600 plus a whack every time a little baby weld breaks or something like that. But first, we need coffee. A lot of coffee. It's the only thing that entices me to come in each morning is free coffee. So let's see what we can see without taking anything apart. We're at lane 16. We put it in diag up on the next gen box. We're gonna flip it into run and see what happens. Elevator is not moving. Yeah, looks like our belt's a little slacky right there. Let's come around to this side. No, we've got adequate belt tension. So we do have a jam somewhere. We just don't see it. It's not super obvious. So I've gone ahead and tucked our overflow chutes up, and away so we can kind of look in here a little bit more. My suggestion is usually if you have pins that are down here at the bottom of the shovels, let's try and remove those to avoid any potential jams there. The other thing we're going to do, we're going to take off the back cover and take a peek. Yep, found it. That was pretty quick and easy. Shovel flipped. It's bound up, right? See? Flippy floppy, bindy bindy. So now, how do we correct this? Yeah, I needed two hands. I was gonna try and pop one shovel out, and the two above it came out also. So I always recommend, if you're gonna remove a shovel, try to get it in the middle of the elevator tower. We were down here towards the base, so I tried to pull the chain out, and the two above it came out with it inadvertently. That's okay. We have plenty of time. It's not like we're under the gun right here. We don't open for a little while. I'm here well before opening time. But I am going to need two hands. I'm going to put all of the shovels back in, and we should be good to go. But what I did notice is our elevator chain tension is a little bit loose, so I think that probably contributed to this this particular issue. So we're going to go ahead and tighten our elevator chains up a little bit. We're going to take some of that slack out. The shovels are all back on. Let's turn it off and let's turn it on. I'm willing to bet it will drive now. There you go. Easy peasy, quick and easy fix. So I did switch it over to 10 pin. What we want to do is we want to watch the elevator drive without the weight of the pins on the shovels coming up. So we want to watch these shovels as they come up above the chart. If the chains are excessively loose, you'll actually see the shovel kind of drop down as it goes over this top shaft. I'm not seeing that. That doesn't mean that you don't have a chain tension issue. It just means that it may not be a severe issue. I wonder if I can force one. Let's see. Yeah, did you see that? So it doesn't take much force, but we're definitely in need of some chain tension adjustment here. So we're gonna loosen this bolt and nut and this bolt and nut, also on their respective opposite end, up here and down here. We can thread our screw, our adjuster screws, up just a little bit until we take out some of that chain slack. I didn't do it on camera, but I went ahead and I loosened up these two bolts and their respective counterparts on the opposite side. And I loosened this jam nut and its respective counterpart on the opposite side. We're going to do, yeah, by the way, retro Craftsman screwdriver. We're gonna start quarter turn, same thing on the other side. Quarter turn. And then we're gonna go to the base of the elevator and look at the chains. So now that we've checked our chain tension, ooh, we got no slack now. We may have gone a little bit too tight. Let's check the opposite side. We have a little bit of slack there, a little bit of wiggle room. So we kind of overdid it on this side. We'll head up to the top and dial that back just a little bit. It was, we did a quarter turn up, that was too much. So let's do, boom, an eighth of a turn back-ish. There's no exact measurement, right? We could do a little bit more. Just a little bit less tension. We don't want them flipping, flopping around, but we don't want them super duper tight either. Just a little bit. Teeny tiny turns. Check it again. I'm okay with that. A little bit of flop. We're not in a bind. That's the big thing. You don't want to bind the chains up. We could go a teeny tiny bit more there. Not much. Again, teeny tiny turns. I don't know if I can do this. The coffee, like a 16th of a turn. Coffee hasn't started working yet. Yeah, good there. And we're good there. So this is good to go. We're done adjusting our chain tension. And all we're gonna do, we're gonna tighten the 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there, and the jam nut on the adjuster screw, and then we're done. So as a double check, let's go ahead and let's run this. And what we'll do is we will gently place one finger here. I couldn't get it to flip. Oh, that one still did barely. Not a big deal. They're not getting stuck. I'm not able to well, that one maybe. Okay, fine. But for the most part, we're good here. There might be one or two that drop like that, but that's okay. We may have some worn little arms on the shovels. Hold on, let me go back around the backside. These little guys. You see how they're getting a little bit of weeble wobble in there. It's not excessive, and some may have more than others, which is why we might be able to see some of those shovels kind of rock around and drop. For lack of a better term, we'll call this the tongue. The tongue drops and slaps the shaft as it comes over the top. But chain tension wise, we're golden. It shouldn't happen. The only reason we saw it happen is because we're pushing down on the shovels.